I mean, I think that there's two aspects. There's ensuring that everybody or every family who has a pre-birth diagnosis actually gets proper, factual, up-to-date information without any bias from the person giving it to them of what they feel that family should do. When I talk to families, I always say, you know, it's between you and your partner, and to be perfectly honest, whatever anybody else thinks, whoever tells you should have the baby or you shouldn't have the baby or whatever, it's your decision. You should do what is right for you, but make sure that it's an informed choice. Having the termination is a very personal choice. I think the important thing is that it's an informed choice. They know there are other options, that, you know, if they don't feel that they can bring the child up, then, you know, there is the possibility of adoption. And I've spoken to one woman who was very much in that scenario on her own, felt that she couldn't bring up a baby with Down syndrome because she wouldn't be able to work and everything, but she was very anti-termination, and nobody had actually said to her, but well, you could have the baby and have it adopted. And she was like, but people want babies like this, like they're actually queuing up for them, to be honest, you know. So it's wrong that she wasn't given that option. I think people need to have all the options laid out in order to make the right choice. Yes, it definitely makes a difference. I mean, like anybody, you can't make a brain surgeon if somebody hasn't got that potential within them, but you know, you've only got to look back to sort of some of the Eastern Bloc countries and things where children with Down syndrome were put in institutions, and basically, you know, I have an aunt who used to work in a mental home years ago, and I never realised this. It was a mental home. We thought people lived there who had mental illness, and of course I found out after my son they actually had people there with Down syndrome, and they taught them basically to feed themselves, to dress themselves and take themselves to the toilet. And if that's all you teach somebody, then that's pretty much all they're going to learn. You know, kids with Down syndrome tend to learn slower. They tend to learn very visually, and yeah, they're not going to be good at everything, but you know, instead of worrying about the fact that they're not brilliant at maths or they're not great at English or something, I think it's very much a case of encouraging them, helping them develop, and then finding out where their strengths are and actually working on those to help them reach their full potential. You know, all of us chromosomally normal people all have different levels of potential and ability, and people with Down syndrome are the same.